Alright, so we are here at the other Game Trader store. The owner kind of hyped me up on this second store because he said there's a little bit more Nintendo Switch stuff at this store. He did say that the first store that we have been doing the videos at is a way better store, but he said from a Nintendo Switch perspective, I'm going to enjoy this one probably a lot more. So I am interested to see what we got going on over here. They got a nice little cool Sonic, Master Chief, they got Mario over there, Crash Bandicoot. I think it looks pretty cool. It definitely gives you that, whoa, you're going into a video game store. So let's check it out, see what type of games are going to be inside the store. It's a smaller store, but there's more stuff here because it's near a college. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. So we walk into the store and immediately you see everything just right at the entrance, which I really like. I looked over to the glass case to see what they had first of all before going to the Switch games, and they just had so much there. You had the consoles, all this stuff was very easy to see in the store. A lot of times when I go to game stores that have the glass case, sometimes it's far away and you can't really see those items. So I was very impressed with this store and how they had it all displayed. Then you had just DS and 3DS games, which was kind of an impressive selection. And then they had all the accessories to all those consoles out there. You got those Little Max signed gloves. One of those days I'll buy it. Got NES, N64, all that good stuff right there. Got vinyl. Haven't seen many stores with vinyl over there. Video game soundtracks. Got this Kingdom Hearts 3 Woody poster. That was funny considering all of the memes surrounding Woody and Kingdom Hearts 3. Just thought that was really cool to see. And of course the ceiling had all the cool posters, just like the last store. The funny thing about this, there were so many people inside the store, they probably thought I looked really weird filming the ceiling, because with the type of camera I have, it's kind of awkward, basically. It probably looked extremely weird. But there's so many classics over there. They got that Mario Galaxy poster, oh my gosh. You got Borderlands 2, you got a mixture of just everything from modern to old school to current. I love everything that they got going over here. Got that Kid Icarus Uprising, one of the best games of all time in my opinion. Then they had an Xbox selection. Most stores that I've been to do not really have an Xbox selection. They had probably the biggest Xbox selection I have seen in a store, which I think is very impressive considering so many stores are getting rid of Xbox stuff right now. Then they had 4K movies. I think that's a first for me seeing movies inside of a game store. I know places do it, but this was really cool how they had so much 4K stuff because I'm a big 4K movie guy. Then we go over to the PlayStation 4 stuff, which they had a big selection of PlayStation 4 also, which was just so crazy to see. Like, literally, the whole section right here is just dedicated to PlayStation 4. I would say, like, I mean, I'm not good at percentages on stuff, but this was a lot of PlayStation stuff. Then you got PS5, a little bit of a smaller selection, but I mean, PS5 doesn't have many games out there, but they still had a decent amount of PlayStation 5 stuff. And then, uncommon game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Can't believe I found this. So cool. Then we go over to the PlayStation 1 side. PlayStation 2, so many stuff over here. I mean, I think PlayStation 2 has one of the biggest game libraries from third party to first party. Then you go over to the Wii U. This is probably their weakest selection out of the stores, the Wii U stuff. It's hard to keep Wii U in stock, though, for most places. Then you had your Wii games. Very cool seeing a lot of Wii stuff here because, again, the Wii is a great system. You got so many great titles out there, and there's an interesting game over there that I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm probably going to be the one that points it out. Got plushes everywhere. That Bowser plush looks really cool. They had their NES games in the glass case. Got some really cool items, complete in box, Genesis, Atari, N64, got that cool N64 sign in the background, Mario 64. Then they have Japanese N64 games, which is really cool. Okay, something that we just found. If you guys don't remember, about a year ago, almost a year ago, we did a video on Martian Panic. They put this on the Nintendo Switch. It came with a cool alien zapper. But the game originated from the Wii. I didn't know about the game's existence until I think the comments pointed out that it was on the Wii. It's very interesting because if you play the game now, you can see how that was a Wii game because it doesn't look very good. But it's cool to see the actual Wii version right here. Kind of a historic thing for me, I guess, in some way, since we did a video on this. And yeah, it looks exactly the same. It doesn't come with an alien zapper, though, because I'm looking at the box. It just talks about that Wii zapper. That was the normal, like, Wii zap thing that would... I don't know how you'd get it. I think it was just a sold separate accessory. I don't think it came with a game or anything, but pretty cool to see that. Then they had their loose cartridge stuff for DS, 3DS, Switch, Game Boy, you name it, they had it all here. A lot of loose stuff here, but it's still really cool to see. Then they had the brand new Switch games, which is very similar to the last store, but just so cool seeing all those Switch games displayed like that. I'm a big fan of how they do their Switch games. Really love it, especially the variety of stuff. You got all those Amiibos, Switch accessories at the top. Alright, so you just saw that was the new Nintendo Switch games they had over there. Very, very similar to what the last store had. The part that I'm very interested in is this right here. This is the used Nintendo Switch selection, and it is like 20 times bigger than what they had over at the last store we were at. I don't know what the address was because I'm not from this area, so we're just going to keep calling it the last store. But I already see a lot that I don't have. The thing that I am very interested in is they are selling the Nintendo Labo games separately. I am not a fan of Nintendo Labo. I don't own any of the Labo things because it's cardboard. You're paying $100 for cardboard. I justify a lot of things Nintendo does. I can't justify that, but I do want to own the actual games because right here it's published by Nintendo, and I want to own every published Nintendo game for the Switch. And I'm very close to that. I'm missing like very easy ones to get, like Pokemon Shield, very easy to get. But they have number 1, they have number 2, and they have number 4. I believe there was only 4 kits that Nintendo made. Truthfully, I don't remember. I know they had the VR set too. There might be 6. It's either 4 or 6 games. So either way, we're either halfway done from collecting these ones or missing one. So $10 each. I think that's a lot better than buying the actual big cardboard sets. I just don't want to own them. I'd rather just own the game. We have to look at the other stuff that they own. One thing I'm seeing already, Garfield Lasagna Party. A lot of people might think this is a joke, but I'm actually going to buy this. My comments have pointed out that I should heavily look into getting this game because we do a whole series on rare Switch games. Apparently this one's kind of like spiking up to be a rare Switch game, so we're going to have it just in case. You might see it in one of those top 10 videos of games you should own. I need to do more research before I decide to put that in a top 10. But at the very least, we need to own this. Something that I have never seen before is Fight and Rage, I believe is how you would say this game. This is the cover. It's a limited run title. It seems like it's more like a Streets of Rage type game. Ever Forward. I was looking at the back of the game. That's the back right there. Looks like it's like an open world puzzle type game. The art style looks very interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to get that one because that one looks very interesting to play. There's another one that I've never heard of right here. Ether Born, I believe is how that one's called. This one looks, to be honest, out of those 4 screenshots, I can't tell what that type of game it is. Looks interesting. This is going to be in like the maybe pile. These are definites. I'm not seeing too much more over here except... just when I say I don't see much more, I find more stuff. Wow, okay. Well, let's look at these other aisles before I decide to break the bank further. Nothing too wild over here. I'm seeing this game right here. I believe it's called Carto. A lot of people told me to buy this game, but after looking at the back of the case, it doesn't look good to me. I'm passing on this one. A lot of people might be upset about me not doing that one, but it just doesn't look good to me. Then we have Manifold Garden. That one is one I've never heard of either. I don't know what to tell from the back of the game, but they just have so much Switch games. I'm impressed because this whole wall right here is all just Switch games. And then they got Amiibos at the top. I am heavily impressed by this Switch selection here. And I was very impressed with the last store that we were at. I gotta look and see what Switch games I'm buying. Oh, right here. I think I have to pick up this one. What the Golf. This one only has 5,000 copies out there, I believe, from my understanding. You were only able to order it off a website. I think that's the story behind the physical copy of this one. I know you had to order off a website to get it. You couldn't buy this at retail stores. And yeah, that one's definitely going in the buy pile. I need to calm down with all the spending right now. Alright, well, I'm going to look over these Switch games, and we're probably about to check out in the next clip, so I'm not excited to see how much money I'm about to spend here. Okay, something that I wanted to point out. I know we're a Nintendo channel, but I think this is a pretty cool thing to see in person, especially the history about this game. So, there's this game right over here. It's the Guy game. This game is actually banned in America. I don't know why. If you actually post footage of playing the Guy game right here, you'll get banned off YouTube. There's no footage of that game out there. You cannot post any footage of that game. So whatever happens to this game, it's banned in America. So I think a lot of retail stores, I'm talking about retail, like kind of like half-price books is kind of what I would call this. MK's or McKay's. Like if you saw this game in those two stores, don't think McKay's or half-price books is allowed to sell this type of game. You know, GameStop, they got banned from selling it. It's a very interesting story. I don't know why, but whatever happens in that game right there, it's banned. You can't buy the game. It's $120. Never seen it in person. Even at my convention trips, I go to like, you know, Too Many Games, Southeast Game Exchange. I'm at so many gaming conventions, and I never see that game. Okay, we just found out. The employee told us that one of the people in the game was actually underage. They lied about their job application, and that's why the game got pulled. So that makes a lot more sense why that game got pulled. About to pay. In case you were curious how much money, I actually didn't spend as much as I thought. I actually spent more at the last store, but I did buy more things here. It was $230 something, so pretty proud of myself. I'm under 300 bucks on that one, so I feel like I did pretty good. So I'm happy with that, especially considering everything that I got. I got a lot of things. I did put up the What the Golf just because it's $50 here. If I really wanted it, I can buy it elsewhere for the same price. So I'm going to hold off on that one because that one's not too important for me to buy right now. Alright, we just got done. I paid the lady, got a lot of games here. I don't think I showed it on camera, so I did buy a PlayStation game. I know, Nintendo channel and PlayStation, oh gosh. Yeah, I did buy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I have been looking for this game, and $50 is a pretty good deal for this game. So I was looking at sold listings, the range is about 60 to 70, so I went ahead and bought that. Out of both stores I felt like are pretty unique. I don't know which one I liked better. I think it depends what you're looking for. This does have a lot more games, but I felt like the other store had a lot more of the more expensive games. So it just really depends what you're looking for. Because I bought a lot of, like, you know, uncommon, common games out there. We saw some pretty rare games, like the Guy game. Never saw that in person before. So yeah, I think both stores are great. Both stores are great. Without further ado, we're gonna end off this video because I'm done buying games. I gotta save up for this New York trip now. So yeah, and then I'm going to the boxing event, which I already have the video out for that. So if you haven't seen that, it should be exciting. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to check out Game Trader if you guys are in the Tennessee area. I don't know what part of Tennessee I'm at. I think I'm near Nashville. I don't know. Just Game Trader, Tennessee. You'll find one of the locations near you. They've got 2 locations. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.